Hey, old friend. How's it going?
Just hanging out by the river. I have the day off work, and it's a beautiful day.
It is indeed. Let's walk. Be careful. The ice is thin. So what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, here's what I was thinking. We've known each other a long time, yet sometimes I feel like I don't even know you.
I see.
And I've seen you go through some hard times. How come you never lean on me for support?
I can see why you would think that. I am a very private person. I don't like asking for help because I'm afraid I'll become dependent on it. I pride myself on my independence.
There's this quote I love. It's your road and yours alone. Others can walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. It's nice every once in a while to let someone walk alongside you. That's basically what help is. And when I help you, I get a little window into what your path looks like.
I don't see how that's helpful. My struggles are my own. I don't see how someone could help me by walking alongside
How can
me.
anyone help you if you keep everything to yourself? Sure, maybe I can't give you advice on how to run a business, but that doesn't mean I don't have life experience or an outsider's perspective, both of which could be exactly what you need. After all these years, I feel like I hardly know you.
I see.
What have you been up to these past few years? I want to know.
You're right. Maybe I did undervalue your experience and perspective. I would tell you my story, but it's a long one. Best to save it for a campfire.
If a campfire is what we need, then let's go find one. I've got all the time in the world, and this is long overdue.
Been a while since we've been here. What's one creature you hope not to see today?
Probably a pack of wolves?
Wolves? Are those even real?
What? What do you mean, are wolves real? Of course they are real. Where do you think all dogs came from? But make no mistake, a wolf is nothing like a dog. It will tear you to shreds if you get on its bad side.
I know wolves are real creatures. I thought the closest thing to a wolf we have today is a wolf dog, and those all live in sanctuaries. I didn't realize there were still wolves in the wild.
Well, that's not even the scariest thing in this forest. I heard there is also a small population of bears.
Well, that's great. Did you bring bear spray?
Nope. Well, we've got the campfire, but it'll die soon without more firewood.
Why don't I go look for some?
Don't take too long.
Wow, what a view. It's a shame I don't come here more often. I think I see some firewood in that shed over there. Perfect. Time to head back. Am I really about to dive into my past? Do I want to?
I found this pile of firewood under the picnic table. I guess you didn't need to go on a quest to find it. You ever try your hand at axe throwing?
No, but I would love to.
Well, today's your lucky day.
Nice throw.
Here, give it a whirl. Harder than it looks, huh? There you go. All right, I think I was promised a story.
As a child, I always dreamed of being a brave warrior. But joining the army showed me that the life of a soldier was nothing like my dreams. It felt like I was just a small part of a big machine, a pawn. For years I wondered if there was more to life. Was this what I'd spent my life daydreaming of? I wanted freedom, not just following orders. So I left the army to find my true path. I wanted to build something from scratch, something my own. I worked hard, day and night, and sacrificed everything. Finally, after a few years of work, I had built myself a successful business. It felt like I'd found what I'd been searching for. But little did I know my journey was far from over. As my business grew, so did my problems. Nothing could have prepared me for the burden of responsibility. I had no idea what I had signed up for. Naturally, I made mistakes, big ones. Mistakes so big that they created monsters. Monsters that threatened to destroy everything. I tried to fight back, but it was pointless. I had created monsters I simply could not fight, so I ran. I left behind everything I worked for. I would go on a journey to find the weapons and the skills I needed to slay my enemies and reclaim my empire.
Live to fight another day, I suppose.
I still don't know if I made the right decision. For months I kept running, narrowly escaping death. The army of monsters I had created grew stronger by the day. On my long, brutal, and punishing journey, I found my armor of resilience and my backpack of wisdom. These would be useful in defeating my enemies. But it wouldn't be enough. I was still missing the most important piece. One day, I ended up in a dark forest. Here I could hide for some time and live as a hermit. I made my home in an abandoned cave. One day, in a moment of deep self-reflection, I heard divine beings speak to me.
A life of running and hiding is not a life worth living.
Then they granted me the Sword of Courage.
Use this weapon to defeat your monsters and reclaim what is yours.
This was the final piece I would need to destroy the monsters. With the things I had found on my journey, I was a changed man, a stronger version of myself. I left the forest, not to keep running, but to kill my enemies one by one. I was determined to reclaim what I had lost. It wouldn't be easy, but I now had what I needed. And this is where I am in my journey today.